Alright, this is going to be a bit of a walk around video. Show you like every little detail of this tractor. The last two videos are just little things. I got this last night. And yeah, so this is a Bilt LTX 15.5 garden tractor. I believe it's a garden tractor, not a lawn tractor, just by the mere size of it. It has no deck. It was free from my dad's friend, my dad's co-worker. He fixes mostly large. What do you want? He fixes mostly larger tractors, but he knows a little bit of everything. So alright, walk around. So it's a pretty wide tractor. It's got big tires in the back with good tread. None of these tires hold air. I'm gonna have to get tubes for them. That's off the LT4000 because that's a tire for it, and that will hold air for about 2 minutes, no more than that. It has a hydrostatic transmission. As you can see, it's rather large. It's probably got about 1-inch axle. The hole there is big enough to put a hitch ball in, which I like. The hydro release valve is seized, so it will not go into neutral. It's got some scuffing here. So yeah, since the hydro release valve is stuck, he just took his skid steer and one of his 4 skid steers and loaded this on the trailer for me. It's got 2 little seat springs here. It's a gas cap. It's a pretty large gas cap. Looks like someone put some tape on the seat sensor at one time. The seat, it's in pretty rough shape. It's got a crack here. It's got some rust here. 2 little holes. Looks like there was like an emblem or something on the back. There's a little crack here, a little crack here, and there's a water drain there. This is the attachment lift right here. It's spring loaded, so even though there's no attachment, it's hard to move. Yeah, that's there. Steering wheel, it's kind of faded, but I'll get a heat gun and I'll use Pisser's little trick and make it look like new. It's got the brake pedal here with the parking brake. So it's got your throttle right here, your choke right here, your hour meter. It has, you might be able to see that, 217 and 9/10 hours. It has 2 lights. 2 of these lights are working because 2 of them aren't necessary for this model. There's one right here that's for 4-wheel drive. This is not 4-wheel drive. And there's one right here for overheating, and this does not have a radiator. This one is no spark. Well, I mean, not going to start. That usually means that you don't have your foot on the pedal. And this is for an engaged PTO. And it has electric PTO, as you can see. No deck, as I said before. Has an in-DAC key system. So, out of focus here. This tractor, the LT4000, as you can see, same little key. My little Montgomery Ward snowblower and the little MTD tractor all have in-DAC key systems. As far as the engine, is a 15.5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton Vanguard OHV. Rear valves. Pretty good size engine. I just chopped the top of the what do you call it? Fuel solenoid, because that wasn't working. It was working, but then it started not to, so I just chopped the head off that. I got to get the little cutoff valve so it doesn't backfire. This thing also needs a cutoff valve because that just plain doesn't have one. The headlights are off because the headlights do not have a plug to remove them, so you have to unscrew them from the hood in order to take the hood off. The headlights both work, which is good. I'm going to add a plug there. Right there. Front tires don't have as much tread, but I don't think they're supposed to. No, just look at the tie rods. It's pretty beefy tie rods. This does have an oil filter, as you can see, which needs to be changed, that along with the oil. This is the oil drain right here. Right here. The starter's kind of rusty. There's a little bit of rust here. Yep. There was a dead mouse under here, along with a nest. It did not come with a battery, so I just took the one out of here and put it in there. Right now it's charging. Yeah. Oh yes. Here's a little fuel level right here. This is to adjust your cutting height. Once again, don't have the deck. This is a little compartment for putting a drink or to hide your keys in or something. I thought that was really cool. It's got a little hole there for water. That's very cool. Judging by that, it's made in America, but no guarantees there. Yeah, so it's a very, very nice looking tractor. The hydro pedal's got some duct tape on it, so I'm assuming it came off, but that works. Little front view here. It is missing the air filter cover too. Has a fuel pump here. Fuel filter right there. Solenoid right there. The little grip pad there is starting to come off. And to the hood over here, it says Bilt Hydro on it. The top is very faded. The headlight lens is faded also. It's got a good amount of crackage in the front here. It's got a big piece missing here, a big crack here, which stops at about here. It's got a crack here that goes from the headlight down to here, and then there's one crack here. So, yeah. And the headlights, of course, mount behind that lens. And here's a tire. Actually came off the rim while I was riding it around. As you can see, it's either slashed or has a large amount of dry rot. And it goes all the way around. So, gonna have to get a tube for that because the tire itself is okay. It's got a grease fitting there, and I don't really like that about it. The valve there for filling it is on the back side. So, it's got some nice hubcaps on it. They're a little tough to get on, but they look pretty nice. They're large plastic ones. It's got a Warlbro carburetor, same as my LT4000. And judging by this, is a 2006, I believe. I'm not sure. It's either 2006 or 1996. It looks a little new, judging by some of the technology here. It looks a little new to be 1996, but it could be. The type, it says 06, and the code, it says 96. I don't know which one you're supposed to read. Let's look at this one. Alright, so this is a 96. So that's a 92. So this is a 96. My mistake. Alright. Yep. There's a wiring in there. Looks a little better with the hood on it. Battery might be charged enough for me to try to start it. It's been having some fuel problems, which I think was that solenoid. I like that about the parking brake. You can put the parking brake on simply with your foot. With the Craftsman, you have to use your hand. But I guess that's a good thing too at the same time, because then you might be able to put that on accidentally. Let's see if it's got enough juice to start. It's got a fuel delivery problem. So I'm going to mess around with this some, see if I can get it to start. And but yeah, that's a walk around of it. Yeah. Steering gears are intact. Steers just fine.